Hello everybody. Before we get into this video, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for me, please. I work my butt off to release a video every single day for you guys, and all I ask in return is for a like and one subscribe. Please, you can unsubscribe at any time. It's not a permanent thing. So let's get straight into this video. Enjoy.
Jason Derulo? Yeah, what's
Hi.
up?
Nice flag.
Thank you. How's it going?
Good. Oh, I fell out of my chair.
Well, at least you survived.
Yep.
Where do you stand politically?
Republican.
So, you place yourself on the authoritarian right scale?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
So, you are authoritarian.
Authoritarian?
Authoritarian, yes. If you are if you in the Republican Party, do you consider yourself conservative?
Conservative?
Yes.
I don't know enough of the. I'd say yes.
What's your political ideals?
Do you mean like all of them, or just like you want like the most prevalent ones?
Most politically popular ones, I suppose.
Okay, well, first let's get into gun rights then. That's a hot topic at the moment, isn't it?
So, do you believe in no gun control?
No, not no gun control.
Okay.
If you have like a history of depression or serious mental illness, I don't believe you should be able to buy a
That's already a law.
It is.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense because my mom has mild depression. Like, used to have it, but mild, and she owns a gun.
You know what she didn't do? She did not consult to her doctor about being depressed. If you are on
yes, she does. She has medicine. She had medicine. She's good now.
Well, that's kind of funny because in all 50 states, and if you're open to your doctor about depression or being suicidal, you're not allowed to buy a gun.
No, not suicidal. Like,
I know, but I'm saying depression. Yeah.
I truly did not know that.
You can look it up.
Thank you for educating me. I really did not know that.
Yeah. Here.
I'm doing this mostly to tell
I got you, man. Hey.
Also trying to learn stuff. That Danny DeVito on your door?
Yes, it is. I'm searching something up for you, man.
What?
I'm giving you a link to an article you can read about.
Oh, okay. I'm mostly doing the politics section just to tell jokes.
Yeah, that's funny. I have a political channel.
Oh, you do? What's it called?
Oh, it's called... I'll send you a link.
Sorry, I had a YouTube video on.
I'm not big enough that my name... Well, it might be because it's kind of a unique name, but just making sure it actually shows up.
I haven't gotten a link yet.
Yeah, my computer is running very slow. Ever since this morning, it's been acting weird.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm pulling up my channel right now.
You play lacrosse.
Say what?
You play lacrosse.
I play lacrosse?
Do you play lacrosse?
No, I play football.
Yeah.
That's
like the second best sport. First is lacrosse.
Yeah. I'm not here to debate about sports, but I'm refraining from saying a couple words. Yeah, I could tell you're a lacrosse player.
Democrat eater? Did I be correct?
Yes, that's my name.
Yeah. Alright. My computer is also being slow. 276 subscribers?
Yes, sir.
What is that profile picture?
It is me cosplaying Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay.
Yeah,
no videos I see?
Do you know what?
Oh wait, no, there it is now.
No, there's videos, man.
There it is
did
now.
You just subscribe?
Yeah, I just did.
Ah, cool. I saw my subscriber count went up.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for the subscribe, man. Do you want to continue conversating or?
Sure. You're up to it.
Alright,
but I've mostly just been doing this because I'm very, very bored. Like, out of my mind bored.
Yeah, but it is a federal law that if you are openly depressed to your doctor, that's why a lot of people don't actually talk to doctors. Well, at least
That
be
would make
open about their depression, gun owners, because if you were to even drop hints that you're mildly depressed to your doctor, your guns will be taken away.
Oh, well, hey, you want to see something really cool?
Yeah.
Alright, so this just looks like a normal dictionary, right?
Does it have a gun slot in it?
No, it does not.
No. It's a safe.
It's a safe, yes.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, got it from Target.
I have a real safe.
Oh,
Like a big
That's-
box one.
slightly cooler, I guess.
Slightly, a little bit, but hey, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't expect someone keeping money in a book, or at least a large amount.
Well, good thing, because I don't have any.
I mean, you could someday. Long-term investing. You bought that now, so that you didn't have to buy it in the future when you did have money.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm basically Bill Gates.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Do you like weightlifting?
I like weightlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do not like cardio though. I hate cardio.
Cardio is very... it's good for you, it's just very boring.
Well, I have asthma, so.
Oh.
And at football practice, I think I do enough cardio. I don't need to go to the gym and do some. Yeah.
The only thing I got is this 30-pound barbell. I'm trying to show it up. It's 15 on each side, though.
That's cool, bro.
Weird thing is, the middle of this is just... like, get it up to the camera. It's just completely hollow, so it doesn't weigh anything. It weighs like a pound.
So you're lifting about 31 pounds? Avalanche?
Hey, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, man.
Just need to go make sure my parents didn't wake up.
Okay, man. Maybe talking to a dog. That's what I hear. Oh, my mouse fell. Ah. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Mouse is secure. All right, let's, we got a dad joke book. Oh, really? You got a dad joke book?
Parents did not wake... yes.
That's cool, bro.
Parents did not wake up, so that's good.
That's good. So, moving on, I suppose. Any more popular political opinions?
Yeah, in a second, I'm just making sure I picked up everything.
Take your time. Take your time.
Sorry, I'm just
You're good, man. Take your time.
set up. Okay.
Everything all right?
Yep, just minor inconvenience. This massive thing fell off the wall.
That is.
It's a wooden jersey.
Well, that's fun, I suppose.
And then hit everything on my desk.
Your desk okay?
Yeah. It's from IKEA. It should be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just hope it doesn't collapse.
Name one thing that Sweden has made that collapsed. Exactly. No survive forever, man.
I'm gonna go close my door.
Okay. Take your time.
Hey, tell me if this is gonna probably get me. Oh.
Is that a Patriots jersey?
That is exactly what that is. I bought it as a joke.
Oh, yeah. Parents came in.
Sorry, somebody was in the background.
Are we bad and bougie?
No, it's just my sister's walking around.
Oh, hey, man. We're having a political discussion here, man. Go away. We're talking about the
Hi,
Patriots.
oh,
Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel.
subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Yeah. Democrat Eater. Close the door. Do that. Shh. Close the door. Okay.
Okay.
Why do we have a Patriots jersey?
I bought it as a joke.
That is a big no-no.
See, I was thinking about doing something very, very bad.
Gonna burn
Going
it?
on to, so you know how you have like the politics thing, like how you can choose to look at stuff about that.
About what?
You know how like at the top it says you both like politics?
Yes.
How it matches you with stuff that you like. I was thinking about going on to different teams, showing them this, letting them speak their mind, and me just saying, lol, imagine losing and leaving.
I'm a Packers fan.
Oh no, I don't actually like the freaking. I don't actually like them. I bought it again as a joke. I have. This is the team I like. Shut up.
Patriots are better.
Yeah, but kind of like Tom Brady, they have deflated balls.
Yes. So.
Back to political discussion
Yeah,
then?
back to political discussion then. What's your other? Alright, okay, so are you new into politics? Or are
yes,
you.
very, actually.
Very. Alright. So, what are your other popular political opinions?
I believe in the First Amendment to the point where it's not hurting anybody. Like,
Elaborate here.
like you just can't go around like, even like, are you writing this stuff down? Oh wait, I have that exact one right here.
Oh no, this is military issued. I got it from my grandparents.
Well, that's actually really interesting.
Yeah,
I just have mine.
1989.
What? For your
That's,
grandparents?
yeah, this is when it was issued in 1989.
That's cool. Yeah. I have this. It just issued in 2016.
So, elaborate on what you mean.
I just don't think it's that good.
No, I've never read it. I'm getting off topic. I am getting Mein Kampf very soon.
I'm sorry, what?
Mein Kampf?
Yeah, I know what Mein Kampf is. That's why I said what.
Yes. My
For,
great,
like,
my great,
what?
my great
What?
grand. I've just to read it.
Your great grandfather wrote it?
No, no, he did not.
Oh, mine did.
Whoa. Well. Okay. Any case, my great grandpa was a Nazi. He actually just died, so I got a whole bunch of his books and coins.
Did any medals?
No, he was he moved. He was about 10 when Hitler took power.
So no Iron Crosses.
No. He was about 10 when Hitler took power. He was living
Wait,
in a.
how Hitler taking power are we talking? Like him becoming the leader of the Nazi Party or him becoming Chancellor of Germany?
We're talking Chancellor of Germany.
Ah, alright.
Yeah. So.
Because those are two.
Yes.
I know they took place a bit.
Okay. So.
Like, pretty kind of close, but.
Okay. So. Realistically, you know how whenever Hitler took power, American Germans gained a lot of support for Hitler and supported the new Reich, the new Germany, the new German Empire. And once he started losing and it wasn't looking so good, and he was making these poor decisions, for example, pushing into Russia in the middle of winter and completely losing.
You know, it was a very He could have.
If realistically, if he would have dug in.
Bro, if he would have just not like.
No,
like.
If he would have dug in and waited for winter to pass, he would have swept through. He would have swept through Russia. But
if he would have just not betrayed Russia, it would have been fine.
Well, Russia was finna betray him anyways. That was already been proven that Stalin was planning a assault within the next 7 years. Yeah. But no, if he would have dug in, because the thing was, he thought he had such confidence that he would sweep through Russia before winter. But winter came,
Well,
and
that did not happen,
well,
and
yes,
did it?
hey, but he got a lot of progress. It
Good
was
point. See, you want to know something really interesting I heard?
yes,
Do you know how people say like they got so close to Moscow they could see like can't remember the exact name of it, the big church in the middle?
uh huh.
That is false.
Well, yeah,
No,
I'm very much aware.
they weren't that close to it, and that that I want to say Legion. I don't know the battalion. I believe was mostly made up. It was made up entirely of French. So
Yes,
no Germans got to Moscow.
but well, at the time, French people were kind of German. Um,
Right, but you know what I mean.
yes,
Like it was a
yeah,
battalion
yes,
from
but
like
no, he
the
was
place that had
not.
been taken
He
up.
was not prepared to for winter. His cars were freezing. Men had no.
Men were freezing.
Men
Horses
were
were
freezing.
freezing.
Horses were freezing and dying.
They were eating the horses for food.
Yes, and he was trying to push through. But
That's
if he
stupid.
would have fell back a couple miles and dug in and waited for spring,
Well, you just know
he would have
send them
won.
winter coats.
And
Also, just done that.
well, no, because due to winter, he was too far away from a supply range for that
That's what I
that
mean. But, like fall
that
back enough
amount.
to where you can get them, and then don't like try to invade at the moment, but like push in a bit.
They couldn't push
You
in.
just
Their
slow the house.
morale was lower than ever, and they pushed too far into Russia. And since it was winter, they were too far from a supply range. Well, they had supply
I know
ranges,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, that was
but it
coming.
was not enough for the amount of soldiers that were pushing into Russia. Um, yes. If it, honestly,
Also,
this is what people always say. People always
another way
say,
the Axis could have won is um, America wasn't likely to enter the war for a bit. So if Japan had just, helped take out Russia, they would have been fine, and it would have probably dragged on the war for a few
well,
more years.
if America was the reason they won. Uh, because first off,
That's what I'm saying.
at the very beginning of the war, America was supplying the USSR, uh, France, and Great Britain. Because at the time,
I know that. I'm saying if
yes,
Japan had not done attacking, Hawaii, then it would have, if they just started attacking Russia with the Germans, they probably would have dragged on for a few more years because,
Germany probably would have recuperated, um, and probably wouldn't have fallen at least at that time yet, because
right,
the Russians would have pulled through, and if the American supplying kept going on, um, I,
right, but none of the supply, most of the supply probably wasn't coming from Hawaii. It was
no,
going across the Atlantic.
Japan attacked Hawaii out of self gain. They attacked Hawaii. Their goal by attacking Hawaii was to eliminate their navy there and then take all the U.S. islands.
But they did that in the dumbest way possible by just attacking the ships. They should have
Uh,
attacked the repair yard. They should have attacked the oil yards. They should have just,
here's the thing. Here's the
attacked the
thing. Here's the thing.
places that
Here's
would
the
have
thing.
actually been made it so they could just get their navy back. They should have attacked those
That
places, maybe
look
attack a few boats, but
look
like mostly go for those places.
look. This is the thing. The Japanese were not stupid. That's what they tried to do. But you forget, this was 1942.
Correct.
They did not have. Okay, so they targeted all those areas. They hit less than half of the ships there.
I know that. I'm saying that they should have like mostly went for the repair yard.
Uh, no, the why
Because,
just if they just destroy the repair yard and didn't attack
but
any
not like
ships,
I
then
said. That's why I said mostly. I mean, like a good amount of them can just like do that to the ships. Like they should mostly try to take out the part that like would make it so the ships could get back up and
their
running.
missiles were very off range. This is 1942. They tried
Who said
attacking all of
anything
this,
about
but
missiles?
because that's what they dropped from the plane, sir.
Oh no, I was thinking about kamikaze. Like if they weren't very accurate, why not just into the repair yard? Like where they
What?
dock the boats. You understand what kamikaze is, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so say the missiles weren't actually hitting the repair yard. They realized that they were already kamikazing like the boats and stuff. Just not. Why not just into the repair yard?
All right. So
Wouldn't that make sense? Jump on the
let me
mouse.
just. You do realize the kamikaze
It's
was.
not something they always did. I know that, but like
So you think the Japanese should have just flew their planes into the repair yard?
to win. Not all of them. Like some of them can go for the repair yard.
A
Just like
plane
make sure that's
exploding would have not done much damage to the repair yard, and I doubt they would have let a plane get that close to the ground before shooting it down.
I mean, isn't that like exactly how all the kamikaze happened, where it just hit the ground and it didn't?
No, it probably wouldn't have hit the ground at all. They probably would have blown it to shreds before it got that low to the ground.
Well, then how did some of the other? I'm gonna look up the Hawaii.
Because they were still high. They were still flying high enough where you're not going to hit spot on every single missile.
Looking up how big the repair yard is, because I feel like I'm thinking it's a lot smaller than it actually is. It is a lot smaller than I thought it actually is. I mean, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. That is a pretty big repair yard.
Yes, that was
I thought it was a
one
lot
of the main
smaller.
key naval bases in the USA.
Yeah, I thought the repair yard was a lot smaller
Um,
than it actually is. It is
but no,
very massive.
if the Japanese had modern technology, then yeah, they would have actually done some damage to Hawaii, but they didn't do much damage to Hawaii at all. They did more damages land-wise.
Right, I know they also landed in Hawaii, if I'm correct. Like,
Oh, they did not land in Hawaii.
that's not what I meant. I meant like, wait, then what do you mean they did more damage on the ground? And
Because all of their bombs were off target.
oh yeah, and yeah, I keep forgetting that they don't have that good of technology
Well, they had good technology. Nobody at the time had enough
for the
technology.
time. But
Nobody
they
else had that
did
kind
not.
of technology there. No, the idea was good if they had better, if they had modern day equipment.
How
Yeah,
is it like
but amazing.
if they realize like when they drop them, the bombs would keep going because that's how physics works. An object in motion will stay in motion. Why not just like do it a bit before, like try to calculate that kind of stuff, like do you understand what I mean? Like, so they have
Yes,
tests.
but
Just have like a strip of land, and you have the bomber try to drop it directly, like
they were
over the top
going in
of, like,
circles around the naval base, and then they went home because they either ran out of fuel, or B, ran out of bombs.
I thought the whole thing was they weren't allowed to land again.
No, they had a aircraft carrier nearby.
Oh yeah, I thought the whole thing was like if you run out of bombs, you're supposed to, you know, crash.
No, because they would not gotten far enough to the ground, and I think some of them did, but no, they had an aircraft carrier.
So I'm
Nearby.
very wrong.
Oh yes.
Okay, yeah, no, I got most of my perception of Pearl Harbor from World War II movies. Didn't think about that one.
I know this movie called I think it's called it wasn't 1936. It may have been 1936. That movie depicts it lately. I guess it's mainly focused on the Japanese American War and the World War times.
See, alright, I have an interesting question. Do you think that the nukes were, like, justified?
The nukes in Hawaii.
No, the nukes bombing Japan.
I mean, not Hawaii. I mean, in Japan, yes.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
I think realistically, yes, they're justified because
When they
America.
estimated it, they realized that more people would have died if they, like, tried a land invasion of Japan.
Yeah,
Like
but
they
if they try
calculated
to
more.
land invasion of Japan, yes, that would have been very costly manpower wise and money wise. But America was just coming out of a depression, and
Right?
I don't think
But
they
war is
would.
always good. War is always good for the economy if you win.
Yeah, but I don't. America was supplying uh,
Britain
Britain,
and allies.
Russia. They were supplying the French, which were kind of mainly in Africa. Then they were also funding naval raids
I did not know
against
that.
the Italian provinces in the Mediterranean.
I'm about to sound really, really, really stupid. Like
Go ahead.
extraordinary.
Go ahead.
I thought Italy was a landlocked country.
First off, no. And second off, they were not attacking mainland Italy. They were attacking their
I know that, but
they were attacking their African provinces.
I know, you said that they were Italian naval raids. What I thought you
No,
said.
they were funding naval raids against the Italian provinces. That's
That's
what
what
I
I meant
said.
to say.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what I thought. I thought you said like, so Italy isn't landlocked.
Um, no, and ever since they were a country, no, never.
Ah,
Because they contain the two Sicilies, which are not landlocked. They're contained of Milan, which is not
oh yeah,
landlocked.
no, I was totally off. I'm
Uh,
looking now.
Giona is not landlocked. It's an island, actually. Um,
I mean, if you think about it,
Venice
an
isn't
island is
landlocked.
landlocked. If you think about it, an island's landlocked. The land is very, very far below the sea.
No, they were at the time they were attacking Africa, basically.
Is Africa just a massive island?
Africa borders the Indian Sea, Mediterranean, and
Asian Sea. Where
the
Africa? I can't remember.
the Pacific.
I don't think it's. I have a globe right here.
I
I'll
mean,
look.
if it's not Pacific, it's Atlantic.
Atlantic, and Indian Ocean,
And the Mediterranean Sea.
and the Mediterranean, and the kind of the Red Sea, but not really. Oh, I just learned something interesting. If you look right there, it's hard to see. Just near Cairo. Um, I thought Africa was completely disconnected, like entirely disconnected from Asia.
Well, yeah,
Well,
there's a canal there that the
there's a
Geonese.
small one between
Yeah,
Morocco and Spain.
yeah, the Geonese. That's how you say it. Um, People who live in Geona, very skilled traders, probably one of the richest nations, um, probably around the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s era. Yeah, they own that canal.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Still? Huh.
and nobody could really protect them because they were kind of part of the HRE until it collapsed.
I definitely know what that is.
Boy, HRE
I told you,
is
I most got on here to tell silly jokes.
the HRE is a that's called the Holy Roman Empire.
Oh wait, no. Okay, I know what that is. My bad.
No, you don't.
Not the Holy Roman Empire,
It's not the
which was
Roman
neither
Empire.
Holy nor Roman nor
It's not
Empire.
the Roman Empire. It's the Holy Roman Empire.
Well, it was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire.
Well, I mean, it kind of.
That's the whole point. It's neither holy nor Roman
It was
nor an
holy.
empire.
It was holy, and it was an empire, but it was
Um, 'cause it was part of Germany.
the owner of it
Well, then where
basically
did that joke come
was
from?
what?
Then where does that joke come from? It was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. That joke about the Holy Roman
That's
Empire.
probably some leftist crap. I don't know, but no, it's the Holy Roman Empire. It consisted of the provinces in
I know
northern
it had
Italy,
Germany.
the entirety of Germany, um, some of Burgundy, some of the Burgundy land was considered Holy Roman Empire land. Bohemia was in it. I don't know if Hungary was in it.
I'll look it up what countries are in the Holy Roman Empire.
I don't know if I don't think Venice was a part of it though.
Hey, can you still see me while I'm off the tab?
Yeah. I've gone off tab multiple times.
Alright. It consisted of present-day Germany, Switzerland, don't know how to say that, Liechtenstein, I'm guessing, Luxembourg, Czech Republic, Slovenia, Austria, Croatia, Belgium, and the Netherlands, as well as a large parts of modern Poland, France, and Italy.
Well, Belgium and Netherlands wasn't a thing. It was basically
Well,
a whole. It was basically a whole bunch of just free cities.
To quote the exact thing, it was the present day ones. Like,
yes.
This is where they would be present day.
Yes.
So. Hey, stupid question. I have not talked about this at all because I know nothing of it at all. What's the whole thing with Israel and Palestine? I'm confused. I've tried to figure it out.
Lucky for you, I've made a video on it. I got your back, but I'm not gonna make you watch it if you don't want to. But
I probably will watch it. I'm really trying to figure this out.
I will give you a link.
Feuding on Omegle. Is it the feuding on Omegle about Israel versus Palestine, or is it Democrat Eater, my bad, attempts to educate Palestine?
Okay, so I touch up on the topic in feuding on Omegle about Israel versus Palestine. Attempts to educate crazy Palestinian man, not much, but there's some stuff in there. By the way, the audio on those are kind of crap because that is before I got my new microphone system, but it is bearable. There's just a tiny buzz in the background. And Brazilian girl says Israel is too strong to fight back. That conversation probably starts 1/3 into the video. That touches up on
that
it.
That sounds fun.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Really trying to find a comfortable seat.
Yes. But I'll also give you the link to touch up on if you want to.
This seat that I was sitting in earlier is really creaky.
Hold on, let me get this.
Can't sit in it, but it's really comfortable.
Here, let me just pull up this. I know I put it in a Google Doc, so I wouldn't lose it. Here it is. Here you go. Just took me about 25 light years to copy that. But
why would it take that? No, why couldn't you just...
my Wi-Fi, dude, it's being crazy. Alright, there you go. It talks about it touches up on the topic about Gaza, the whole Palestine as a whole, Israel retaliation, genocides in the past, the forced abuse of women. In Palestine, it is legal that a woman must abide and give them to her husband. The LGBTQ also have zero rights in the state of Palestine. Women have very few little rights in Palestine. Also, they also touch up on the topic of Hamas war crimes. For example, they pack shrapnel into their missiles to maximize civilian casualties, which is no other country does that.
What?
Shrapnel. So whenever the bomb explodes, yeah, it throws pieces of metal at people.
If you're in the range of the bomb to be able to throw shrapnel, shouldn't the bomb just kill you? If you're close enough to get killed by shrapnel, can you just still get killed by the fact of the bomb blowing up?
It is the fact of they do it to maximize casualties, because these bombs, they rarely drop on military areas. They mainly
I know
attack
they drop them in
civilian
the
areas, yes. And it's to maximize casualties, even though they've only killed, I think it was about 10 people
then
versus
that was
yeah,
just.
because there's a dome. Um,
I know about the Iron Dome. It shoots up missiles to counteract the missiles.
hey, but you want to know the messed up part?
Sure, I can't believe we haven't gotten there already.
Joseph
I'm
Biden,
very concerned.
took credit to making peace between Israel and Palestine
Didn't that happen with Trump?
because he threatened the Israeli leader into not bombing Palestine back after dropping
But
1,500
Palestine's
missiles.
the one.
Palestine dropped 1,500 missiles. Libya dropped 2, and Lebanon, I don't think it wasn't. It was Lebanon dropped 5.
And then Israel has dropped none.
Israel has dropped. I don't know the exact number, but
I thought you said none.
they have been really pressured not
If it
to
was,
fight back.
if it went to all-out war, I think Israel would like clap Palestine.
Israel clapped Palestine in like 1987, along with half the Middle East.
Yeah, I feel like they would just, completely destroy them, and if they tried to fire back, they just use
Israel.
the Iron Dome.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the timelines of the Israeli wars. I don't have them off my brain because I've not done a segment on Israel and Palestine in a long time. That is not how you spell Israel.
How do you spell
There you go.
Israel?
Israel. Israel
Israel.
wars. Here we go. I had him pulled up. I had him pulled up whenever I was talking to that Palestine man.
Bro, it's midnight. I just realized that.
All right, so it was 1948. The Arab-Israeli War was basically a war where Israel got their independence, of course, and then the 6-Day War was under the June War, where Israel absolutely clapped. I believe it was Lebanon. Here, I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna get the exact countries that were in it. Israel clapped Jordan, Syria, and Egypt in 6 days.
In 6 days.
In 6 days.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess no ground troops. I'm just gonna guess missiles.
They couldn't because, ground forces died, but Israel's Air Force in 6 days, eliminated the superior air forces of these 3 countries combined,
Wow.
along with destroying half their tanks.
I'm sorry, what?
Along with destroying half their tanks.
Well,
And Israel
So
land was
Israel
not
just,
even
like-
stepped into. It wasn't enough time to mobilize troops.
there wasn't enough time, so they just went like, we can either just wait and mobilize them, or we can just, bomb. And they decided to go with bomb.
Well,
and
no,
it was,
the superior countries, they couldn't move their troops fast enough.
oh, I thought you meant Israel couldn't move their troops.
Israel, their troops, I believe they lost like 10 ground troops in total.
10?
That was their only casualties.
Wow.
And they did this with solely themselves, which they're already an advanced country, and they probably always will be, in American aid.
So if they really
Not military
really
aid,
wanted,
it's
like,
financial aid.
so if they really wanted to, they could just like clap the Middle East and take all of that back.
Probably not now, because,
A good
I
amount
don't
of
think
the Middle
anybody
East.
would want to mess with Syria today. But no,
Okay, but like Iraq and Iran, I feel like Israel could probably clap them.
possibly,
So,
yes.
the thing that like I don't know how I stand on this because I haven't written about it. I'm mildly worried with countries, even sort of the U.S. getting like missile defense systems where they can just like do that to a nuke and it's gone.
You're scared of that?
Because, like, mostly with other countries, say they decide to attack first, it would be very difficult to attack them back.
Well, the Iron Dome was not created to stop a nuke.
You know what like, but like missiles in general, like
Even
you
if a
know,
nuke
U.S.
if a nuke
like
was detonated at that height, it still would cause problems. It, it's made to
right.
stop. It's made to stop missiles, not nukes. Definitely not nukes.
I mean, like, isn't the U.S. making something that's supposed to stop nukes? I believe I heard about that, and yeah, I heard about that on
The current solution of the USA to stopping nukes is nukes,
just blow. Yeah,
because they're the only things that can go high enough to stop a nuke before it gets out of the orbital system.
wouldn't that just like absolutely just I don't know. Pardon my French. Wouldn't that just absolutely butt fuck the entirety of the country below it?
No, because nukes travel in space.
I know that. I meant like, but you said before it got into. Yeah, I thought you
Before
said
before it
left
got
orbit.
out of the
Before it left
orbital
orbit.
range, yes.
I thought you said I thought you said before it
They
left, not before.
whenever they detect a missile, I mean a nuke coming in, they destroy it in space
That's pretty cool.
or on the suborbital level before it actually comes onto the country.
Right. Yeah. Again, I thought you said before it reached the like atmosphere, before it made it to space.
No,
And I thought you
while it's
said
in space.
right. I thought you said before, and I thought that would just like destroy the entirety of the country beneath it.
Here's the thing. Okay, so the U.S. has a space force now.
Correct.
There have been two things that I've always wanted to been seeing from them. One is a um, multi-use satellite, where basically they can blow a nuke up in space before, so America doesn't have to use another nuke to go up. And
So like having a nuke in space already.
no missiles,
Oh,
because
well, yeah.
they don't. Well, if a missile is launched from space, it wouldn't take that much money than having a missile that can
Launching
fly all
down.
the way up to space.
But you also have to keep that whole space station powered while you're
That
because it
wouldn't.
can't just like flip on and start going. You have to do a lot to launch even just a missile, but like nukes are intense. Like I've seen
Oh, I don't know. I do not think
videos on
nukes should
how
be.
you
I don't think.
launch a nuke.
I don't think nukes should never go to space because there's going to be that
Is that what
time
you said
where.
just
Because
happened? Is
what?
that what you said happens if a country tries to nuke America? They just blow it up in space. Isn't that what you
Yes,
just?
they send a nuke from land up into space. Yes.
Oh, you don't think nukes should be stored in space?
No, because what if that ship blows up going to space? Then boom, your entire country is not looking so
But
good.
it's in space. If it's in space, it should be good. That's what you
Well,
said.
yes, but no, because a nuke exploding in space is not good at all. But it
But you
is.
just said that.
I
How do you
never.
stop a nuke?
When did I ever say nukes were good?
Oh, damn. Not in space.
I said, yeah, they're not good anywhere. But no, they explode it in space before it actually comes down to their country. Another thing I
Okay.
want to see with the space organization, well, not space, the space force, is some kind of trapping device where your thing can float over to this other satellite and completely rip the satellite apart. For example, if we were to go to if we were to go to war with China, okay,
Okay.
and we had this device in space that can completely destroy their satellites, because in modern day technology, if you don't got
You need a
satellites,
satellite.
you don't got no Wi-Fi. So
You ain't got satellites. You ain't got no anything.
you
Pretty
don't
much now.
you don't they won't be able communication systems will be kabobbled.
Right.
Yes.
Oh wait, I see what you're going with now. That makes sense.
Yes. Look, man, I'm gonna be going to bed.
Alright, this was actually really fun.
Well, I hope you learned a couple things, but
I learned a lot actually.
I just got back from a 3.5 hour football practice and I'm tired.